Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this time, I want to talk about the atmosphere and the layers of the atmosphere. What do you know about the atmosphere? The atmosphere of Earth is the layer of gas, commonly known as air, that surround the planet Earth is 3 times the Earth's gravity. Okay, and the next I want to explain about layers of the atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere can be divided into 5 main layers. Excluding the exosphere, the atmosphere has 4 primary layers, which are the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. Okay, the first layer is exosphere. The exosphere is the outermost layer of Earth's atmosphere. This layer is mainly composed of extremely low densities of hydrogen, oxygen, and several heavier molecules including nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. The exosphere is located too far above Earth for any meteorological phenomena to be possible. The second layer is thermosphere. The thermosphere is the second highest layer of Earth's atmosphere. The temperature of the thermosphere gradually increases with height, unlike the stratosphere beneath it, wherein in the temperature inversion due to the observation of radiation by ozone. The inversion in the thermosphere occurs due to the extremely low density of its molecules. This layer is completely cloudless and free of water vapor. The third layer is mesosphere. The mesosphere is the third highest layer of Earth's atmosphere, occupying 2 regions above the stratosphere and below to the thermosphere. These are the highest clouds in the atmosphere and may be visible to naked eye if sunlight reflects off them about an hour onto after sunset or a similar length of time before sunrise. The 4 layers is stratosphere. The stratosphere is the second lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere. It contains the ozone layer, which is the part of Earth's atmosphere that contains relatively high concentration of the gas. The stratosphere is almost completely free of clouds and other forms of weather. The stratosphere is highest layer that can be accessed by jet power and aircraft. The last layer is troposphere. The troposphere is the lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere. The lowest part of the troposphere is typically the warmest section of the troposphere. Nearly all atmospheric water vapor or moisture is found in the troposphere, so it is the layer where most or Earth weather takes place. Most conventional aviation activity takes place in the troposphere, and it is the only layer that can be accessed by properly driven aircraft. This is a layer of the atmosphere. The next, I want to talk about other layers in the Earth atmosphere. In the atmosphere, there are other layers: exosphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and troposphere. This is the first layer in the ozone layer. is contained with the stratosphere. The second layer is the ionosphere, is a region of the atmosphere that is used by solar radiation, and it is responsible for auroras. The three layers is the homosphere and heterosphere. This allows the gas to stratify by molecular weight, with the heavier ones such as oxygen, nitrogen, present only on the bottom of the heterosphere. The fourth layer or the last layer is the planetary boundary layer. Is the part of the troposphere that is close to Earth's surface and is directly affected by it, mainly through turbulent diffusion. The optical properties for the Earth's atmosphere is solar radiation or sunlight in the energy Earth receives from the sun. Earth also radiation back into space, but a longer wavelength that we can't see. Part of the incoming and emit radiation is absorbed or reflected by the atmosphere. And air pollution in the atmosphere is the introduction into the atmosphere of chemicals, particulate matter or biological materials that cause harm or discomfort to organisms. Stratospheric ozone depletion is caused by air pollution, generally from chlorofluorocarbon and the other ozone depleting substances. The scientific consensus is that the anthropogenic greenhouse gas currently accumulating in the atmosphere are the main cause of global warming. The composition of the atmosphere is three major constituents of Earth's atmosphere are nitrogen, oxygen, and argon. Water vapor accounts roughly of the atmosphere by mass. The remaining gases are often referred to as trace gas, among which are the greenhouse gas, principal carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. Filtered air includes trace amount of many other chemical compounds. Okay, this is my explain about the atmosphere and the layers of atmosphere and other layers in the Earth atmosphere. The conclusion of my explain is the atmosphere of Earth protects life on Earth by creating pressure following for liquid water to exist on the Earth's surface and absorbing ultraviolet solar radiation. Okay, this is my explain about the atmosphere and the layers of the atmosphere. And thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.